Salam and welcome to Buna Kurs, the special telecom and tech edition of your favorite podcast, where we connect Ethiopia's stories from coffee to code and spotlight the people shaping our future. Today is Monday, April 21st, 2025. As the proud Ethiopian media partner for GITEX Africa 2025, Buna Kurs is thrilled to bring you this exclusive post-event exhibitor case study episode. Before we dive in, here's a quick heads up. The global GITEX tech caravan is now heading to Europe. Yes, GITEX Europe 2025 is happening this May from 21 to 23 at Messe Berlin in Germany. It's set to be an unmissable innovation platform connecting African, European and global tech ecosystems. Make sure you're part of it. Now, a small note for our listeners. Due to technical issues, parts of the questions asked during the live interview had audio quality problems. But don't worry. We've attached the full interview script along with this episode, so you can easily follow along or read the questions separately if you prefer. Back to today's story. We're shining the spotlight on a bold innovator who continuously dares to represent Ethiopia on global technology stages, Shimeles G, the dynamic CEO of eTech. Known for his forward-thinking leadership, collaborative spirit, and relentless drive to position Ethiopian tech talent on the world map, Shimeles has been championing digital transformation and homegrown innovation through eTech's diverse portfolio of solutions. At GITEX Africa 2025, he led his team to engage, connect, and showcase the best of what Ethiopia's tech sector can offer, proving that with vision and courage, Ethiopia belongs in the continent's biggest conversations. To kick things off, we asked Shimeles to briefly introduce eTech to our audience and highlight the areas of technology they focus on. Here's what he had to say.
eTech is a share company established by 2020 during COVID pandemic time. eTech established originally by the founder of 5, then gradually it reached to 24. Since has been growing like 600 now. The shareholders are serving different international technology companies in different world. Now we are reaching around 23 countries. Most of the shareholders, almost 85% of the shareholders are technology experts who are living in America, Europe, and different African, Asian countries. So eTech is establishing just to solve the local technology needs in Ethiopia. So these experts have so many years experience from abroad. So the main desire is just to give back for their country. So with this initiative, eTech just start to give business in 3 business lines like software development especially for local companies and for international companies through BPO. And the second business line is infrastructure implementation, just not only consulting the infrastructure technology, but also importing different hardware technologies and then implement through network, different data center, and similar things. And the third is the cybersecurity. Actually, the cybersecurity is the main business line for eTech. Originally, eTech was establishing even the cybersecurity experts, so that the first intention is just to be the first cybersecurity company as a private in Ethiopia. But unfortunately, because of license and some limitations, we are not focusing on the cybersecurity business as well. But now the opportunity is now growing good. So we are doing on cybersecurity or starting from simple awareness creation to big technology like penetration testing, vulnerability assessment, and similar things. Those are the 3 main business lines that eTech is playing.
Wow, that's amazing. In a short span of 5 years to be engaged in this major business areas is an achievement on its own. But just to take you up on the last point you mentioned, cybersecurity. what is it like in other countries? Are there private actors in this area?
Just tell you frankly, in Ethiopian context, before our initiative, there is no any cybersecurity company in Ethiopia. But when you think about technology, cybersecurity is nowadays is a prime topic. It's everybody's agenda. So unless and otherwise we implement technology with strong cybersecurity initiative, at the end of the day, the result of the technology gets something wrong. So in the other country, when you see the cybersecurity initiatives and actions they are taking, somehow it's very strong, especially when we see the financial sector, the transport sector, even on the agricultural sector, the impact of security is nowadays very severe. To be a technology in the ground without thinking about cybersecurity is very difficult. So nowadays in Ethiopia, there is a good improvement. Originally, the initiative was taken only by the government organization called INSA, Information Network Security Administration. And the local companies or private companies have no interest or opportunities to engage on that. So when you see the eTech, most of the eTech shareholders or experts have cybersecurity experts. They are working for international big companies. So our dream is just to bring such really very strong security experience to the Ethiopian market. So those experts are very interesting to give this skill, this experience for the Ethiopian technology landscape.
Wonderful, wonderful. And I wish you all the best in this intervention. Now I'll go right to my next question, which is GITEX Africa 2025. You've just been back from GITEX a couple of days ago. And I really, really want to thank you for making Buna Kurs on a holiday and also after your travels back from Marrakesh. Now, what motivated eTech to participate in GITEX Africa 2025? And was this your first time attending?
Okay. Proceed.
Okay, go on.
Okay. GITEX Africa is a big floor for all technology companies from Ethiopia, from Africa in general. When you see the opportunity in the GITEX Africa, it's not easily found. As a technology company, not only for eTech, but also for the other technology companies in Ethiopia also has to plan to attend on such a kind of big event. The event is not only to show our products. It also helps us to learn from others. Africa is nowadays, I feel it's really a BPO destiny. So to make Africa a BPO destiny more, we need to present our skill and expertise in such kind of market or in such kind of event. So GITEX Africa give a big value for eTech. So it's not for the first time for us to attend. All the 3 years, starting from the first initiative, we were been there to present our products.
So you're almost like a co-founder of GITEX Africa itself. Please tell me, what your experience has been from the inaugural event, which was, you said, 3 years ago, up until now, how the event has grown, what the benefit has been like for you. Share all the experience to the audience.
Thank you. Actually, when I evaluate the GITEX, my first experience is actually GITEX Global in Dubai. Honestly speaking, during my first experience in Dubai, really I feel something which I wish for the African landscape, because Africa are really the environment for talents. We are really so many talents, young talents, really very creative talents, especially when you see the software development business line. There are good developers in Africa, but we didn't get the opportunity to show their skills and their products. So when I see about GITEX Global, really I wish to be in such a kind of initiative in Africa. But immediately when we hear about the news about GITEX Africa in Marrakesh, immediately we decided to be the first company there to show our product. As a local company, right now we have around 12 products. Those 12 products are really developed by local experts. And sometimes we add some experts from our shareholders who live in different countries. So our products are very unique and which is very advanced level of products. But unfortunately, we didn't get the opportunity to sell the products to the other country. So when we see the GITEX Africa, it's the right place for us to present our products. So that's the main intention that we are planning to attend on the GITEX Africa. The second one is sometimes such kinds of floor helps you to evaluate your product also. Because when you see the other companies or the other products, the technology, what they are using, the skill, the quality of the products, it's a lesson for us to improve our product in the second version. So in such floor, usually we are not presenting our product, but also we present our product for evaluation of the other experts. So in such initiative, we met with so many developers or experts. Those experts may give us some highlight. So really it helps us to grow our product, especially when 3 years back, for example, we have our health management system, we have our ERP system. But in this 3 years experience, we are really developing our products in a better quality. Because, for example, in this year, one of a South African company are just joining us to see our product. Once they see our product, they really appreciate our product. But unfortunately, they give us a comment: if you are embedded some AI tool on this product, we are just willing to sell your product. They give promise for us even. So you see, such a stage help us to collaborate with the company. So immediately we signed on this technology company. So they promised to sell our product in the South African market. We are also really strongly happy to add their expertise of AI on this product. So it's a mutual benefit. So we can sell out our product. And even to give you another example, last year, on the last year GITEX, even if we are working or competing in the local company, we have been presenting our products in a GITEX Africa. Unfortunately, 3 companies from Ethiopia. Those 3 companies has not get opportunity before to work together. But on that GITEX, we insist initiative and take the GITEX floor to sign a memorandum of understanding to work together. Because,
among the Ethiopian companies themselves were exhibiting at GITEX.
Yeah. Those companies are very interesting to collaborate each other because, to get clients from international market, make ready Ethiopian market in general for international market. Just selling one company is not meaning for in BPO destiny. Any company from abroad coming to Ethiopia, first they will try to evaluate, is Ethiopia the right place for the infrastructure or internet service or power service, the political situation. Everything has to be in the requirement to evaluate the country. If your country is much enough or competing country for the BPO, the market will come. Then during that time, we can share the market. Without build up our country, without build up the collaborative environment, we cannot sell local talents. So that's why we are collaborating on that stage. So in general, the benefit that we are getting from the GITEX Africa is very amazing for us, because every year, honestly speaking, sometimes people are really evaluating our presence in terms of getting leads, especially in terms of getting sales. This floor is not only help us to sell. There are a lot of indirect sales options, like partnership agreement. Even in this stage, we are just avail ourselves for our partners. There are different big companies from different countries. They are really a vendor for us to supply products. So in such stage, we got an opportunity to access the higher officials, even the vice president or the presidents or the CEOs of the company. So GITEX Africa is not a place for sale. It's a place for everything, what I feel. So the benefit is very big.
Amazing. That's a very, very insightful explanation that you just gave. As I have told you, Shimeles, Buna Kurs focuses on 4 strategic sectors in Ethiopia. It's a niche media, and one of the sectors we focus on is coffee. And I had a very interesting conversation like we are having now with a major Ethiopian coffee producer who was just telling me what you have told in last year's GITEX experience. He said, when you go out to the world stage, the competition is not amongst each other, but amongst other suppliers, other producers. So we need to have a collaborative mindset about anything that we produce, be it coffee or, like you said, BPO, anything else. So for GITEX Africa to have provided that space where Ethiopian local companies had this thought of collaborating amongst themselves is quite impressive. Thank you so much. That was a really lovely explanation that you just gave. But just staying with GITEX itself and GITEX Africa 2025 in particular, what stood out most for you and your team at this year's event?
Just before jump up to this question, there is a saying called just collaboration maximize resource. Competition depletes resource. You know that. When we see the technology landscape of Ethiopia, really, honestly speaking, it's not a competition. There is an ample chance or ample opportunity in the local, even apart from the international market. So no need to compete. As long as you are delivering something unique, there is really so many collaboration points instead of competition. So we have no any other option to sell our best talents for international market without collaboration. That's really the main closing remark. Just to go to your question about the GITEX 2025, really, I stood so many things from GITEX 2025. The first thing, especially when you evaluate GITEX 2023, 2024, and 2025, year after year, really the improvement of the GITEX environment, the development, the quality of the booth or the quality of the standards, the quality of the companies, they are presenting their product, the approach, even the stages that the presentation stages that in the event, really everything's are growing amazingly. Because as Africans, really such kinds of growth showing for the other world, really amazing for me. So the first thing which I understand, which I stood from the GITEX 2025, when I compare to 2024, the growth is amazing. The second one, when I see especially the quality of the booth, the material they are using previously and this year, the stage they are really decorating, the way they are really respecting the presenters or the speakers, the organization, especially the GITEX app, the one we are using for the meeting appointment, even the people they assign to arrange, to support us on the meeting, for the meeting arrangement. Really, really amazing. Really amazing. Even I didn't get such kinds of service from GITEX Global. You see, the GITEX Africa give amazing exposure. You know, last year or before that, in GITEX Global also, we use the application, the GITEX application, the mobile app. Of course, it helps us for the meeting arrangement, for the reminder and everything. But people at the back of the system, they are really following you. They are reminding you. They are insisting you to meet each other. Really, this is amazing, amazing contribution. The other thing, really, the other thing that I want to note is the company collaboration. Even previously, always I saw the company separately, just individual company are trying to show their products in by themselves. Now on this GITEX, companies are coming in collaboration, like Russian companies are coming together. Morocco companies are presenting themselves in collaboration. Even from Africa, there are Nigerian companies together. You know, Italy's companies are together. Germany's companies are together. Sometimes, you know, such kinds of stage are helping us to show it's not only the company, it's a show for the country. So I didn't see such kinds of collaboration from other companies, like other countries. Even when you see this year collaboration, Ethiopia, Senegal, and Ghana company are together in one booth to show our products. 6 companies, imagine. It's very interesting flow for us, even to share experience among each other and to present. Sometimes, you know, the Nigerian guys are, or sorry, the Senegal guys are even present our product for the client. We are also responsible taking the role for presenting the Ghana's product for the others. So it's amazing collaboration. So even this year, collaboration of the companies, each other representing the country, especially Russia. When you see the Russian company, the Russian booth, when you see, it's for Moscow, they are also presenting in a Moscow booth. They are also presenting themselves in a Russian booth. So in 2 places, minimum of like 15 companies are presenting their product together as a Russian company, made in Russia, made in Morocco, something like that. So it's very amazing. Really, I liked the way we are exposing ourselves in this GITEX 2025. It gives me a lot of lessons in general. Thank you.
Wow, Shimeles, like you keep touching on things that are very, very dear to my heart and things that I have always aspired to see on a global stage, which is a national pavilion of sorts. It could be at a tech event or coffee or travel and tourism, having a national pavilion where companies, you know, individual companies may decide to have their own stand, but for those who want to be collaboratively representing the nation, like you said, it's not just sales and pitching, it's also sort of a diplomacy of sorts, because diplomacy is not just, you know, like the political part of it. In every sphere, I think having a national pavilion tells a lot about a nation's capability in that specific sphere, in this case, technology. So hopefully with your collaboration with the other 3 companies you mentioned, that you signed an MOU last year, hopefully next year we'll get to see an Ethiopian pavilion at GITEX 2026. That's a very, very fascinating point you raised. But just to keep on rolling the conversation, I'll jump to my next question, which would be, what did eTech showcase at the event this year, and which audiences or partners showed the most interest?
Our showcases actually were focused to show our software products. Actually, we have, as I told you before, it's almost nearly 12 software products we have. And we are also providing cybersecurity as a service and quality assurance as a service. So in this stage, we try to sell our software products for clients. And not only for clients, sometimes even we are roll around and show our products for tech companies who may be like equivalent with us or small startups, just to give them the highlight what's going in Ethiopian landscape, what are the products, the level of quality. Really, we are getting amazing feedback from every client. And in the meantime, we are not presenting the solution only or the product only. We are trying to collaborate with the tech companies to sell our product in their country. For example, one of our partners that we are really starting communication is the Morocco company. He's a tech company. The company is selling a different ERP solution, but they really visit our booth to evaluate their ERP solution based on our ERP solution standard. When they see the quality of the products that we are presenting for them, they immediately surprised by the quality. Then immediately they asking us, do you have any other solution? Just we show them there, yes, we have a solution, for example, health solution, a health solution. So when they see the solution in their business environment, always they have a request on the health system, but they cannot able to provide. So they collaborate to sell our e-health solution. Imagine. Such kinds of audience are coming to the booth, getting the solution, getting opportunity to collaborate. And even some of the initiative we are going, for example, there are big companies who are supplying technology, cybersecurity solution for us. So in this stage, when we present ourselves in the GITEX Africa, even they give recognition for us. You know, previously they may thought that this company is from Ethiopia, from Africa, level of the companies. They level it something which is lower stage of the company. But when we meet in this stage, we are almost equal. So when they evaluate the products, oh, amazing. We didn't see the products at the back. We are always seeing our products only, what you are going to sell for us. So they also see, oh, if you have such capacity, why not we collaborate on this point? They raise such kinds of collaboration questions also for us. So it's very interesting audience that we are meeting.
So it was not just a technology event, but you were breaking stereotype, bridging boundaries, not doing all sorts of things that you wouldn't expect to find in a technology event. That's why in our last episode, we were saying GITEX is no longer an event, but it has become a movement showcasing Africa's future, and it's happening now. The future is now, and future is tech. So it's really gratifying to hear the story that we told in our last episode actually happening at the floor show at GITEX. You want to touch on a few points?
I didn't get your question, Teddy.
I don't know. No, I was just giving you a chance. If
okay.
I was not sure if I cut you short on something. So before I head to my last question, I know I'm taking too much of your time, and I'm very grateful for that. Before I go to the next question, Marrakesh, a destination on its own. Tell me about your experience in Marrakesh, aside from GITEX.
It's really a very interesting question. For me, really, it's not only for me, also for the other participants, for the other exhibitors or visitors. Apart from the exhibition, we are sometimes discussing about Marrakesh. Really, the tourism attraction places, the growth. Even just to tell you frankly one thing, the first experience when we visit Marrakesh, really we are extremely challenging to get hotel, to get taxi, and sometimes even the food that we want to eat in the hotels, We didn't find. But this year, amazing leap jump. Amazing leap jump. Because the options of the hotels also are really, I think they are working on that. I don't know how much they are doing that. We cannot get such kinds of challenge like the previous. We easily book online, and the people, the way they are respecting people, the way they are, how much they are humble, they are really going extra mile to help people. Sometimes I'm really surprised when I ask them one question or one support, they give almost half of their day or so many hours to help you. The behavior of people is really amazing. And imagine before last year, when I met people, some of the young, especially guys, are not willing even to speak in English. They choose like French, or they choose some Arabic or something like that. But this year, I don't know if that's a fit for me. I don't know. Everybody are even trying to support you by your language. Imagine. So really, Marrakesh is the nice place, the nice destiny. But at the same time, there is a challenge, especially travel from Casablanca to Marrakesh is not easy. Getting flights, especially when we see the Ethiopian Airlines, I think because of the number of travelers, we cannot able to access direct flight. You see, most of the flights are going to Asia, like Istanbul or France or some other European country, Egypt. Most of the flights are fully booked. Then when we take the other African country flights like Mali, Senegal, just we are experiencing, we are discussing with the people. The flight in the layover is somehow challenging. After this all layover, when we arrive in Casablanca, imagine I arrive like 2 in the morning, like 2 a.m., which all the train is already stopped, taxi is not there. Extreme challenge. But still the organizer of the event, they are trying to arrange shuttle for us. Imagine for the exhibitor, as long as you present your exhibition information, they will give you a free shuttle service from Casablanca to Marrakesh. Amazing. Last year and before last year, you will get the visa of Marrakesh because you have American visa or something online. But this year, they arrange even for any exhibition participants, easy to apply for visa or to get online. But sometimes without getting such critical information, people are suffering by going physically for the embassies. But in the meantime, for example, the embassy, the Morocco embassy in Ethiopia, even they have no information about the detail, about the event, about the GITEX. Instead of going there physically, we easily access online. So such improvement is really very amazing. So you see, sometimes challenges are coming or opportunities are coming, countries are changing. So I wish to have such kinds of big event in Ethiopia to get so many such improvements in 1 year.
Yeah, and I'm glad you shared this maybe not sad, but a bit trying experience that you passed through, so that exhibitors or visitors coming to attend in the next editions will not go through the same experiences. But at the same time, this message will go across to the GITEX organizers who need to attend to this kind of details in the next episode, because after all, this is an African event. It is our event as much as it is Morocco's or GITEX event. So we need to have collaborative spirit and, forward these constructive comments and suggestions so that we get a world-class event representing Africa for years to come. Before we wrap up again, before my last question, I want you to touch on Ethiopia's representation at GITEX Africa 2025. What's your reflection on that?
Actually, I expect real change from Ethiopian representation because, this is not only for living for Marrakesh people, for Morocco people, because it's African representation. As a tech company, this is the only, I can say, this is the biggest event that you can get opportunity to show your products. So, as African technology company, how could be like a tech company? I'm not presenting myself in such a kind of big technology event. So, as this a critical remark, you saw the growth or the participation of the Ethiopian companies are not growing. Like even the first event, I remember 2 company or were 3 company. Then in the next, I didn't see almost 2 company or 1 company apart from eTech. This is a third. I saw still 2 company from Ethiopia. That means in our booths, there are also in the startup booths 3 companies. All these companies are coming by support like the International Trade Center or Netherlands Trust Fund. So my advice as a tech company, we have to budget this initiative, imagine, because as a tech company, there is no big market like this. So as a marketing expense, we can budget well for the next year. And I wish to see the next GITEX 2026, at least 10, 15 or 20 Ethiopian company by sharing amazing or big pavilion. Some of the pavilions are very attractive. Even when you go to the pavilion inside, you may not get something attractive or interesting product, but they are attracting by decoring the pavilion. So to decor such kinds of to decor pavilions like this, you need to collaborate. The Ethiopian company, like 10 or 50 of Ethiopian company in one booth or in one pavilion, the other startups maybe in one pavilion, we can collaborate and create something attractive pavilion. Then people start coming by attracting you see, always it's not good for us to show our product on banner or in one TV. Instead, such kinds of amazing technology by itself attracts people to see our product, to see our experts. So I wish by 2026, things will improve, hopefully. So minimum of 10, 15 company has to be represent Ethiopia. I know that more than 200 technology companies are in Ethiopia, but always year after year, 3 or 4 companies are representing Ethiopia. So we have to change this landscape, I hope.
Yeah. And Shimeles, just to add on your remark that you just made, it's not just for the private actors that this kind of international events should draw attention. Even on a policy side, this kind of events is where the continents or the global policies are shaped. The panel discussions are where important decisions are forwarded. So for Ethiopian policymakers to have a bit of attention to attend or send a delegation to be part of the panels or to coordinate the private actors who are in one way or another related on a daily basis with the ministries is, I think, a way to go forward. But having touched on that, let me go finally to the last question.
Actually, let me add on this point. By the way, especially for the delegation of the policymakers, the first GITEX Africa, I saw different delegates from Minister of Technology, from INSA, from Minister of Health, and from different kinds of the Ethiopian government offices. This year and last year,
or the GITEX Africa one?
GITEX Africa also. GITEX Africa also. But this year, I didn't see. But this year, I'm taking one interesting lesson, especially from Germany and Russia. the Russian government even assign experts who explain about the Russian technology initiative. You know, they are giving you the opportunity if you are interested to invest on Russia, if you are interested to collaborate and work on the Russian companies. There are the government advantages, tax advantage and so many things. They are explaining on the booths of Russia. Even in the German pavilion, when we visited there, I don't know if they have, the Germans are now responsible for GITEX Europe. Maybe due to that, they have also a stage to explain about the German initiatives. So, even another thing, I don't remember the country, there is a representation of IT parks. I remember there are so many places, there are IT parks are representing themselves in such kind of stage. So why not Ethiopian IT park? Nowadays, the Ethiopian IT park are almost the top or the most of the technology companies are together in such environment now. So representing these technology companies together, being there, get experience from the other, maybe it's a good lesson. So I really advise, as you are saying, delegates from the government officials policymakers are very critical to see things in the other countries as an experience.
Yeah, and I know.
Thank you.
Just to one more time add to your point, Nigeria hosted a breakfast this year, so it's not just taking a stand or a pavilion. There is always a creative way of presenting a nation and getting all the attention Ethiopia deserves, because there is so much going at a government and private level, but the story has not been told, aside from forerunners like you who have dared to showcase your fascinating findings and products to the world. The rest of the story is not told, and that kind of begs the question whether the stereotype that you broke in your earlier discussion was brought up by ourselves on ourselves. So there is always a way to present Ethiopia on such a world stage. Shimeles, it has been a very fascinating discussion. We didn't expect for this to draw this long. So again, my last question, and after that, you can take your time to reflect on anything I have left out without asking. So my last question, which is the future for eTech. Now, looking ahead, what exciting projects or plans does eTech have post-GITEX Africa?
Actually, for eTech, as I told you before, every year it's an opportunity for us to create very interesting partners, clients. On this stage also, we have a list of leads. From the last 2 years, our experience, we bring so many leads, but we didn't follow up well. Due to that, we lost some of the leads. So that's a big lesson for us. This year, we bring so many leads. Still, there are real interesting signals from different clients to take our products or to buy our products. So our post-GITEX responsibility goes to conclude such leads to opportunity and to sell. The other thing on this GITEX, we already start new initiative or new partnership agreement with some of 2-3 companies. Sometimes because of we lose such kinds of stages, we didn't see the complementary products or supplementary products even in the market. So this year we decided that to see other products also, even if we are providing or supplying cybersecurity products or infrastructure products to our market. Our market needs some relatively cheaper price, at the same time quality and something secured products. So there are so many options. So with these so many options, we are planning to offer or to introduce for our local clients those new products. So sometimes maybe in such a kind of event, you will get breaking new partner which may help us to sell in a better approach or in a better way. Because sometimes, some products are long back introduced in the country. Every engineers or in every local clients are really stick on that product only. But the world are providing so many similar or better products. But we didn't introduce such solution for the client. Still the clients are looking the same product. So why not we offer them as an option? As long as the price is cheap and as long as the quality is better, why not they have to see the options? So this is really our target. The new year, the new target is just those new amazing products has to sell out by the next 1 year.
Fascinating discussion, Shimeles. It has been a real privilege discussing your experience at GITEX, telling me about the very fascinating story of eTech, a 5-year-old company that has turned into a global name. If we have left any important issue that should have been addressed, I'll give you a chance to reflect on that. And with that, I finish my questions.
Thank you for the opportunity. Actually, I wanted to add one thing only, because next, for example, after a week or after 3 days, I will be presenting the GITEX Asia also, because experience from GITEX Global from Dubai is really different from GITEX Africa. I expect also different experience from Asia, different experience from Europe. So I will attend Asia. Actually, I'm not exhibitor there. eTech is not exhibitor, but I'm a speaker for the cybersecurity stage. But still, in the meantime, I want to plan for next year to take a pavilion or to take as an exhibitor my team. So other locals also plan, even if they are losing the opportunity for the GITEX Asia, because I saw Asia is the right place for us to sell our product compared to Europe or America. Even if you get the opportunity to sell in the Asian market, our engineers may present or may provide better solutions than the Asians, from my experience. The other thing, still we are also exhibitor in the GITEX Europe in Berlin at the end of May. So that is also another opportunity. But for the Ethiopian company, the European market is bigger. So as an African company, taking the experience of GITEX Africa, we have to demonstrate our skill and talent in the Europe. Europe usually not trust the Ethiopian or the African market. So that just like the Indians or Pakistan's market, we have to attract the European market. There is a big opportunity or ample opportunity for us. So I'm very willing, if any company are coming for the collaboration, I wish we have to collaborate and just present the Ethiopian technology company in the GITEX Europe at Berlin in a big pavilion. That's a wish what I want to say for the audience.
And I hope to see your dream come true and get to talk to you, not just you, a group of other Ethiopian companies post GITEX Europe end of May. Shimeles, again, thank you very much for making it to Buna Kurs, and I hope to talk to you soon again on another fascinating journey. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think you are doing good job. Buna Kurs is very interesting, even media. You have to work hard because most of the Ethiopian company not attend or present themselves in the English medias. So that's a big opportunity to sell our personality or our environment for the other foreigners. Thank you. Keep it up.
Thank you.
That wraps up our exclusive GITEX Africa 2025 exhibitor case study with Shimeles G, Medhin, CEO of eTech. A huge thank you to Shimeles for sharing his insights, and to the entire eTech team for boldly representing Ethiopia at Africa's most important tech platforms. We're also grateful to our partners at GITEX Africa for making this platform possible, and to you, our Buna Kurs audience, for tuning in. Stay connected for more conversations spotlighting Ethiopia's innovators in technology, telecom, and digital transformation. Until next time, cheers!